Did I tell you that I completed Trespasser? I don't remember.
You did. You did mention that.
I could not remember.
You mentioned it. We started stream talking about it. We didn't quite.
Well, I feel it would be remiss to have a Fire Emblem stream and not talk about Fortune's Weave, right? Like, that's kind of the big elephant in the room. Might as well just get that out of the way first.
Hold on, let me finish my notification.
To be abundantly clear, despite whatever I say about it, I am excited for it. Like, I like Fire Emblem a lot, obviously, and more Fire Emblem is good Fire Emblem. I'm not thrilled on it being Fodlan, but that's mostly just because, like, I think Fodlan was like catching lightning in a bottle, kind of. Like, the writing of Three Houses is phenomenal, right? There's no, like, sure, you can always nitpick it, but really it is heads and shoulders above most other games in the series.
Exists.
Right, but that's the thing, is like Three Hopes exists, and I don't, like, Hopes wasn't bad by any means. Like, its writing was not bad by any means, but it really wasn't Houses, and it didn't, I feel like it made it worse, not better, and so that's why I'm like...
The story was bad. I think what added to the lore and the characters themselves was mostly good. The story writing was just really bad.
I would say what it added to the lore was fine, except for everything having to do with the Yargarthans, because they were already
shit.
I feel like
wait a second. Okay, no, you are getting picked up. Thank you.
Okay. I feel like Hopes came about because basically people played Houses and were like, wait, what the fuck? The mole people with ICBMs? Where did that come from? And they were like, oh, don't worry about it. And people were like, no, we're worried about it. And so like, okay, but what if we make an entire game to explain this, but kind of not really? And that's how he ended up with Hopes.
I don't fully agree with you, but I hear what you're saying.
But anyway, like, again, depending on how they do it, Fortune's Weave could be really good. Like, I will reserve judgment until it's here.
Vincent, we agree, I think, that Hopes' writing was bad. We both agree that it wasn't as good as Houses.
A lot of impact, or not.
Wow, hold on, I'm getting some
Hopes was just they really wanted to impress Shozo Kaga, so they had to bring back the possessed, girl. It was just really
hold on, I don't know if we're live anymore. My OBS says it's dropping 600 frames a second.
Yeah, we're very much on and off. There's no live stream, but the chat's there, so like you're kind of live. I bet nothing's coming through is what I'm going to guess. You might need to do a quick restart on OBS.
Oh, that's because... Oh, I see what's going on. Because it decided to... Everything wanted to... Okay, hold on. Why is it not displaying... Okay, why is it not displaying an option for Azahar?
Oh, so we basically are live with sound, but no image.
No image, because it's not showing the
source. So it's the source is messed up, but the sound sources are fine.
Yes, the video source is not.
Well, anyway, while you work on that, I'll just randomly talk about Hopes more, or Houses, or whatever. Anyway, yeah, I was just gonna say, like, outside of, if I had to say in terms of writing, I want to say Path of Radiance, maybe, is the only one that comes close to Houses. Oh, and FE4. Definitely have to list FE4 there. But otherwise, like, while I have games I personally like a lot, like, I really like all the GBA games, I'm not going to say that their story writing is particularly phenomenal. I like it. I think it's good and does what it needs to do. But it's nowhere near the level of, like, Tellius or Fodlan.
Yeah, again, I'm going to have to reset all my sources. God damn it.
Weird. Very weird. Oh, maybe it's because it updated.
It did. But, like, it's
right,
not,
well,
like, it's not letting me change it to... Okay, there.
The new...
It's not letting me, like, change it.
I mean, yeah, and that's what I feel people, like, don't get, is a lot of people came in on the Awakening Fates era where they were trying to do a lot more with the story, and so when Engage dropped and has just, like, some of the best gameplay in the series, people were like, oh, it doesn't have houses, like, the dating sims are weak, like, there's not enough dating sim, there's not enough story, like, it's a bad game. I'm like, no, this is kind of what Fire Emblem used to be at its core.
I mean,
come on, let's not kid ourselves that the original FEs 1, 2, or 3 had complex stories. They really didn't. Like, FE1 might as well just be we wrote down the hero's journey on a piece of paper and then put
that's not the hero's journey necessarily. That's not what the hero's journey means.
I mean, it follows that.
We wrote down a standard fantasy story. You can say that instead.
I mean, I would say it does follow the hero's journey, like that's. I mean, a return to Altea comes in the middle, but his marriage to Sita and then triumphant return home comes at the end. Like, it does follow that downtrodden, like, heroes. He sets out right from Talus, gains his strength, runs into an absolute pitfall when Garnov shows up and is straight up invincible and kicks his teeth in. You know, has to go get the falchion. Like, I'd say it actually does follow the hero's journey, and then makes triumphant return home with his new wife at the end. I would say the hero's journey is followed quite closely in FE1. Like, the actual linguistic device.
I suppose. Sorry, you mean narratological?
Yes. I mean, even for FE2, FE2 is interesting because in general, it's a pretty generic story. Like, FE2 is very much two kingdoms. You are in the good kingdom, then there's an evil kingdom, then you have to beat. You play straight up the run. There's a few very interesting twists that I think Fume probably already knows, but I don't want to spoil them just in case. Not that I'm averse to spoiling twists, obviously. But yeah, basically, there's some very interesting twists in FE2 that I think people make it feel more memorable than it is. Plus, the voice acting for Echoes is phenomenal, and I think that really elevated it in people's minds. When again, in reality, I don't necessarily think the writing itself is phenomenal. I think the presentation is phenomenal. I think that's what people really remember when they think of Echoes. And that sort of bleeds over into thinking other parts are better than they were. And that's honestly great. Like, that's what good presentation can do. So, spot on, they did a great job there. But I do think it colors some people's opinions of other parts of the games, including, writing. Yeah, honestly, I would have said Tellius was on par with Three Houses if not for the fact that Radiant Dawn bases half of its plot on the Blood Pact, which was definitely not a great... Although then again, it's not like Houses doesn't have its weird shit, so maybe it is the same.
I mean, they have a lot of blood magic. It's just Houses... I mean, there's a lot of interesting things that I like. I mean, a lot of what you don't take umbrage with for Houses story-wise, I just straight up don't have a problem with. In terms of...
Like, do or don't?
Don't.
So we're in agreement then?
Well, no, sorry, a lot of what you do have a problem with, I don't have a problem with. Like, I don't think that the concept of... Like, I think the Agarthans are not fully well done in Three Houses, but I also don't think that they're, like, non-existent entities who serve no purpose in the story.
Oh, I don't think that either. I don't have a problem with the Agarthans mostly. I like to clown on them because it's extremely funny. Like, I mean, I think I have problems with intercontinental ballistic missiles, but like I just kind of wish they were a little more fantasy. Because again, there's meteor tomes, right? Like, they're literally mages who can summon meteors. It feels like there's so many more fantasy, easy ways that fit with the story. Or they could be made in relics. Maybe they're relic missiles made out of bones. That makes sense. But they're like literally
I fundamentally disagree, because I think the fact that they have such high tech in an otherwise straight fantasy setting is so fucking cool, because...
Right, but here's my problem with that. They don't have high tech. They have missiles, and that's it.
They have missiles, and they have mechs, and they have missiles, and they have mechs, and they have testicoins.
Yeah, but their mechs are almost closer to, like, the golems. Like, the church just has golems that are functionally the exact same, so the tech level isn't different. The ICBMs are, like, far and away in such a different category of tech than everything else they've showed, which is, like, on par. Everything else they've showed is basically just on par with equivalent magic, but the tech of missiles is so far advanced it feels weird they don't have, like, guns. And, like, yeah, if they were running around with, like, magic guns, like apparently they do in Weave, like, I think that's better. I think that's cool. I think they just didn't commit to it enough. Like, I don't have a problem with it conceptually. I have a problem with it in its execution.
I hear you. At the same time, I just really feel as if there is a space But I'm sorry, I accidentally unmuted the stream, and now I completely lost my train of thought because I was hearing myself talk. I don't remember what I was saying. Shit. We should get started though, because it's already 11:15, and I need to be.
Well, I mean, I thought the plan was that grinding didn't take much brain space, so we could just talk about like Fortune or whatever, or Fortune's Weave while we.
Yeah.
So we doing?
So who?
We were just pairing Crom. We were pairing Crom into Olivia. Crom into Olivia just to give her extra stats to be more combat capable. Is essentially the plan. Noe is just fighting on her own because we need so many skills on her. Because why not? And then we'll go back to Dragon and just kick ass. And everyone else is kind of scrapping.
Good. Lissa has the weak enemies on this side.
Good, because she's kind of not a fighter.
But yes, Fortune's Weave. What about it?
I have not actually seen the trailer. I've just absorbed it through cultural osmosis. I should see the trailer. I just haven't. I've seen bits and pieces. No, I mean, I think it's, like I said, I think it's cool. I'm always happy for more Fire Emblem. You know, who doesn't love Fire Emblem?
I think that it is a... People have been going back and forth. I think it is a prequel. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's either a prequel or it's set in another part of the setting, not Fodlan, like maybe Almyra or east of Almyra or south of Brigid, because I think that if they make a sequel, which I think that they're not going to, they're either going to make it so far in the future that... Well, I think they're going to do both. They're going to make it so far in the future that the endings of Three Houses won't matter, and... Oh, fuck, I miscounted. Well...
That's fine. Well, no, I mean, I think that's what people are... Most of what I've heard speculation is either it's a prequel or it's an Awakening-style sequel. Where it's like super
Tonebreaker. You have Tonebreaker. Well, might as well. But like, I think it's either going to be so far in the future that the endings of Three Houses won't matter, although I have some issue with that, or it's going to be in such a far off part of the world that it won't be as affected by it. Now, I would take issue with that if they're like, it's happening at the same time as Fodlan, because no, it is going to affect things outside the world, but outside the continent. But I think that a prequel seems almost more likely because we see. Okay, that's not for what I was expecting. A prequel seems almost more likely because... Okay, wait, did we get to the... No, she's not...
I mean, we live, though.
I mean, oh, shit, I forgot that it's adjacent, not just,
yeah,
attacks.
Well, we still also live that, but, like, oh well.
Oh, well, it's fine.
It just means we can't do more close hits later.
Or
it's the complete... So, yeah, I mean,
or it's a prequel.
Yeah.
Now, I think in terms of prequel, it's a little unclear whether it's... I think there's some thought that it's going to be after the War of Heroes, because Heroes relics in like the Crest of Lamine and the Crest of Aubin already exist, and there is a figure that looks a little bit like a younger Nemesis in the trailer.
Well, there's also Heroes relics, right? So it kind of has to be post.
It has to be post Nabat. Part of me thinks it has to be like post Nabatean genocide.
Pretty much,
but it's so weird in the timeline because at least from what we know of Fodlan. Setting. There's no time where there was like a male Nabatean in power. So there is the absolute wild card pick, which is that because Sothis is a literal god of space and time, it could be an alternate universe. Like that is entirely possible. Thing. Yeah, that's the other part of
it. Sothis is probably outside of maybe a Shunera, and then I guess technically an Onkos, but who the fuck knows about an Onkos? Because they're weird. Probably one of the just straight up strongest Fire Emblem characters in the series.
Yeah, and the fact that she talks in the trailer, that she talks in the trailer about meeting you again is kind of okay. Yes, that is a meta like, hey, you remember Three Houses? But it also is very much a that could very easily be like oh hey, I've gone through the flow of time to see you again sort of thing.
Yeah, the only other character who can do that is Lynn with her impeccable mark radar, who can find every Fire Emblem tactician and identify them.
Yes.
It's very funny. Well, hey, we're playing the game it's in, so it's the perfect time to make that joke.
Whoops.
Alternate
hold on, the stream chat. It's frozen.
It's still going. No, it's still going.
Oh, okay, now it is. She can't kill, but I think she blocks him from leaving if she does this, so sure. And from
yeah, no, I mean, honestly, alternate universe could be very interesting. Like, it would let them explore a lot of stuff without having to commit to stuff. So it could be interesting. Okay. It honestly, that might even be the best possible way, because then it's not delving into any awkward plot holes or shoehorning itself in any way. It's just like, hey, you want to take another journey with Sothis? Like, she's some sort of interesting purveyor of mind-altering substances.
Sothis, the time travel agent.
Also, not even time, space-time. Actually, I like that idea a lot. I think a sequel or prequel is more likely, but I do think alternate universe could be extremely interesting.
Okay, what was that?
What was what?
I've
been tatting back
Vengeance. He procced Vengeance. Also,
Vengeance.
Nice.
Isn't he at full HP? Yeah, he's at full HP. I don't think that Vengeance proc is doing much. Well, he can still proc the skill, it just won't add any damage.
Oh yay, level D. Pity that she doesn't also have staff rank D, because then Lissa would have double Ds. Sorry.
Nope, that's a child.
She...
Well, just because Fire Emblem Fates says that Lissa is technically an adult doesn't mean I have to believe Fire Emblem Fates when that says Lissa's technically...
Fire Emblem Fates doesn't say that. This is Awakening.
It does. Yeah, Elise, or sorry, not Lissa, Elise.
Yeah, I know.
Camilla
I know about that line. I'm saying you said Lissa. So.
I meant Elise. I meant Elise, as in I do not have to trust Fire Emblem games when they say how old characters are.
Do you hope ×3? Unfortunately, the kind of can of worms of which route is canon in Three Houses is exactly... Well, actually, no. I think even Intelligent Systems is not stupid enough to do that, but they were stupid enough to design a multi-route game that intentionally isolated you from important information and then openly said, yeah, we kind of didn't expect anybody would actually play the game more than one route. And I'm like, you idiots didn't know how much confusion this would lead to?
Well, it's just that's weird. There's actually 6 canon routes, though. That's the thing.
Yes.
Or 6 potential routes. Yeah, no, anyway, I hope they're not stupid.
Yep, here I am. Well, I have a rather urgent problem, and I need your help. Do you need a death curse? Oh, please say you need a death curse. No death curses. It appears that I, myself, am victim of a curse from an unknown assailant. I have tried to remove it, but the magic is too powerful.
It's 100% going to be him, right? I feel like he's the one who put that curse on her.
Maybe. I'm hoping that if we combine our might, we may be able to... Hecka necka jimma jamma, woozle wazzle.
I feel like it should be... I feel like some group somewhere should be offended by this, but I'm not sure which one.
And presto, cursed spelled. Actually, not spelled. I tossed it back at the original sender. What? Well, that's impossible. By the gods, it is gone. Yeah, dispelling curses is kind of my specialty. I'll ignore the fact that I can't have any. You can't use staves right now. Right now, whoever cast that curse must be one confused pickle. Too bad we can't be there to see it. That'd be swell. What? With that kind of power, you could have easily deflected my earlier curse. Oh yeah, I guess so, huh? Although you didn't really need to put a truth curse on me, you know? I don't have anything to hide. I've never told a lie in my life. Pretty much. Aha! At last you reveal the source of your power. You disarm your foes with terrifying honesty and sincerity. Well, usually I disarm foes by removing their arms. But your way sounds impressive too. It's not a compliment. I know. Stop being so blasted cheerful, or I'll twist your tongue in knots. With your own tongue? Also, this is literally the first time I've seen a blushing Tharja sprite.
Probably because it only happens in ARS supports.
No, but I mean, like in anything. Like, I've never seen this, like, posted elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't spend a lot of time looking at Tharja sprites, so couldn't tell you.
I mean,
I'm not really an expert, I'm afraid.
I would expect it to, like, show up in, like a Discord reaction or something, and I haven't.
It might. Like, I mean, actually, hang on. Let's check the Fire Emblem Heroes server I'm in and see if it's there. There are a lot of weird, extremely weird. It does not look like it's here, though. Wait, hang on. Oops, I'm in the wrong one, that's why. But anyway. There's a Rebecca emote here, though.
Fascinating.
Dimitri one.
Ooh, you can try to cast a hex on me, if you dare. Don't think you're the only one who can deflect curses. Wizard fight! Wizard fight! Yeah. I love this boy.
It's not, but there is the one of the Whopper Sothis.
What?
Have you not seen that? The Pokemon Whopper Sothis?
Oh, Whooper.
Whooper.
No, I have not.
Oh, yeah, it's an image. Let me see if I can just Google it and find it. Yep, here it is. Image may be subject to copyright. Fascinating. You must have, like, surely you must have seen this before.
Let me see. Nope, literally never seen this.
Wild. Anyway, yeah, for some reason this exists, and yeah, that's it.
That's from another Pokemon meme.
I don't know the context. I don't know. Yeah, it just ta-da.
Well, that is from a different Pokemon meme.
Well, my guess based on the text here is that this looks like this is either Gen 1 or Gen 2.
It is Gen 2.
Gen 2. I think it's Crystal, but
yeah, but it is. Well,
I'm guessing at some point. Yes, no, I know. I'm guessing, which is the first one I played, which is why I can recognize it. I'm guessing at some point someone is like gives you a Whopper, or there's a Whopper on screen, and the text box starts. So this, and then continues on, and someone just clicked it. And
this is it.
Yep.
This is this.
Yes.
But
like, so this. Anyway.
Yeah. So. Alright, let's see. Crom, you can go ahead, keep providing piggyback support. Olivia, go. Oh, she can't use javelins yet, damn.
Olivia? No, she wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't quite there yet. Yeah, Fire Emblem Fates. I am going to be very depressed while we play Fire Emblem Fates, and then I'm going to be very happy when we get to play Engage. Because they are some of my least favorite and then favorite games in the series.
Well, unfortunately, we got another game in the middle.
Yeah, no, I mean, Echoes is fine. Echoes is... I didn't love it my first playthrough, but I replayed it when I had just more experience with the series in general. Like, honestly, Echoes was still one of the last games I played. But I replayed it once I understood it a bit more, and I enjoyed it more in my second playthrough. I would still say it's one of my less favorite games in the series, but not because I dislike it, just because I don't like it a lot. So rather than like an active dislike, it's more of just a passive sort of, it's not my favorite compared to like other games. I mean, I honestly, I should, it's been a while, I should do a tier list that's like, not for like tiering the games for other people, just purely for like, what are my own personal like rankings.
Yeah, I hear you.
Which, like, again, has no bearing on what other people do or do not like, because I know some people love Fates, and, you know, they can be wrong, but, like, that's the prerogative. But yeah, jokes about Fire Emblem Fates aside. Yeah, I would say that Echoes is kind of middle of the pack along with the FE1 remakes, FE1 and 3 remakes. They're okay as well. I don't love them. I don't hate them. They're just kind of there.
What happened?
What do you mean what happened? We got strength.
I looked at chat.
Oh, I banned the bot. Should I not be banning bots? I can let you get bots.
Nope. I was just curious.
So you don't want to find cheap viewers on a link that probably gives you several computer viruses.
Oh, double HP and strength +2. That's actually pretty good. She's going to be able to one round the 60 HP ones soon.
Double HP is funny. Double procs are just very funny.
Yes.
It is true.
Whoops, what does Tharja have equipped?
Oh, who knows? Nosferatu, probably.
Well, that's a shame.
It's fine. We can buy them, so I don't care about using them. I mean, as much. Obviously, it's not like we have infinite money. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. We have the DLC, we actually just have infinite money. Awakening is not a game of careful management. It is a game of juggernauting your way through it because, as you can see, as you saw from the paralogs, game gets hard, sort of.
Yes. Hi, Mute. How you doing?
It just gets tanky, rather, not hard. Awakening is a weird game.
Have you played F-Zero? The F-Zero series?
Is it because you're about to make a really bad pun?
No.
Oh.
All my puns are amazing.
Because I have played the F-Zero series, and I have a feeling I know where you're going with this. Well, I say series, but I've only played, like, 2 or 3 games, maybe?
My God, wow.
F-Zero X is an absolute banger, though. And anyone says otherwise...
like I have said, and as I've told you before, F-Zero GX is my favorite.
I don't remember that's one of the ones I played. I played one of the, I did play one of the Game Boy Advance
you don't remember an F-Zero game? Congratulations, you're doing better than Nintendo, at least. They don't remember any of their F-Zero games.
I know, it's so depressing, because they're so good. They
like,
also hold up, like, really well.
Like, their thinking, I think their thinking is that Mario Kart is their, like, Nintendo first-party racing game, but then first off, I mean, I guess that, like, Sora Ltd is second party because it's Sakurai's studio, but like, and I'm happy that there's new Kirby Air Ride, but I just like, why are they okay? And to be fair, actually, when Nintendo first approached Sakurai about Kirby Air Riders, he's like, why do you want me to make this? You already have Mario Kart. And then their response was, well, we know you want to make this. And so he's like, all right, sure. But I mean, I like, the audiences are so different. Like, my understanding is I would assume...
They're also very different games.
Yeah.
Like, F-Zero by necessity, because so Mario is a game... Marcus, get down from there. Sorry, cat up somewhere he shouldn't be.
Yes, that
anyway, so,
Mute, that is Emmett's cat, one of his cats.
Yes, it's my cat. But anyway, like, basically, Mario Kart, and especially the most recent one, is a game of random chance, hoping you get the best power-up, especially the most recent one, where sandbagging is apparently the optimal strategy. I have not played it, I just have heard this from people who have played. But basically, yeah, Mario Kart is more of like a party game. It has a lot of fun power-ups. It's very casual, you know, very hectic. Although, it's got some interesting courses too, whereas F-Zero is really more, you have no power-ups. You basically have to ration out your boosting, because it's the same as your health, which is a very cool mechanic, and it has some very fun and interesting courses. And that's really what it's about. I would
say that the new Mario Kart especially is quite technical, with especially like speedrun strats. The new Mario Kart. The multiplayer absolutely is just like a random number of clusterfuck. But like the if you're trying to like ghost maps or like speedrun maps, it's extremely technical. But F-Zero does not.
I've seen like all the wall jump mechanics. I've seen all the wall jump mechanics. It is there is a lot of stuff you can do in the game for sure. It just is. It's just a very different kind of like that's why I didn't use the word skill at all in either of them. Both of them take skill. It's just very different, I would say, play styles mechanically. Like Mario Kart is very hectic, very frantic, very much about like again like using those boosts, using the items to your advantage, and especially in 8, I know messing with like shortcuts and stuff. Whereas F-Zero is like you got to master the course because there's no power ups, there's no like boosting outside of like your health bar, like there's no grinding on the corners. It's really about mastering the track itself, and they just play very differently, even as racing games.
Yes, and my understanding from Kirby Air Riders, and also from having played Kirby Air Ride, it's actually really like Kirby Air Ride or Air Ride is less of a racing game and more of like a fighting game.
Yeah, that's my understanding too.
Because it's a lot more combat focused and a lot more like engaging with the other players focused. And the tracks themselves are necessarily substantially simpler, but that's because the focus is on the fighting. And
that's my understanding. It's basically Kirby Twisted Metal, is my understanding.
Well, that's what City Trial is, but even the other stuff falls into that to some extent. Also, please don't mention Twisted Metal again.
Don't mention what?
Please don't mention Twisted Metal.
Why?
It distresses me as a series.
Understandable, to be honest.
Anyways. Oh, hello, Olivia. I'm going to put my foot in my mouth again.
My lord.
Eek, crumb.
Really?
Practicing again?
Yes.
I was just finishing, actually.
Good.
Oh, I was hoping you might show me what you've been working on.
Was that all right?
You mean dance? In front of you? No, I couldn't possibly. But on the battlefield, you never hesitate to dance when called upon. Ignore the fact that you are not currently a dancer.
No.
Yes, but, well, that's different. The setting, the atmosphere. Fire Emblem is weird with how it, toes the line between what dancing actually is. A distressing number of dancers, fly close. Dancing being able to invigorate you. In some games, in some of the settings, it's explicitly magical, like in Teleus with the herons, and Ninian and Nils. They're explicitly using magic to revitalize you.
I don't think Ninian and Nils actually use magic in their dance. They have magic and precognitive powers, much like Sophia, which apparently is a half-dragon thing. It's weird. But I don't think their dance is necessarily magical at all.
Well, maybe. But, and then in other games, dancers are the dancing will enliven you and invigorate you to look at.
That's usually what it is, to be honest.
I know, but it's usually what it is. But my thinking is, it's just kind of is the implication, because sometimes the dancers are mystical and beautiful, and at other times it's a lot more suggestive. And
I think the implication is that it's a game mechanic they wanted to keep, and you probably shouldn't think too much about it.
Fair, but my thought is just that...
see also Three Houses, literally anyone can be a dancer. Literally anyone. Raphael, boom, dancer. So, yeah, I wouldn't overthink this one.
Hold on, my mother is texting me. My parents are in Alaska right now, and they are beholding bears.
Yes, those sure do exist in Alaska.
Yeah, let me send you this.
Damn, it's a pretty good image.
Yes.
He's eating.
He's nomming.
Consuming, if you will. Yeah, Alaska's very pretty, actually.
Oh, hi Mando, how you doing? I want to pin both of these messages, but I will pin the first one because Vincent said it first. But Mando,
yeah, but the second one is funnier.
You know what?
Yeah, that sure is right.
You're right. You do not want to know the kinds of things that I was seeing. Actually, you do probably want to know the kinds of things I was seeing as soon as MILF Soaps was revealed.
I'm sure I already know. I know how the internet works. Come on. I am no naive fool.
Alright, do you want me to read one of the funniest ones? Look,
the only thing faster than fan artists is, Rule 34 fan artists. Those are, the fastest, people on the planet. 0.3 seconds have passed since that image dropped, and they've already drawn 7 erotic comic books featuring that.
I think I beheld the literal first piece of MILF Sothis art in that respect.
I mean, it's hard to know because they're like everyone, you know. It's a whole industry. It's insane. People are insane, man.
Efficient. Anyways, I'm going to read this tweet and then we're going to move on as if this hasn't happened. Okay? Are you ready? You're not ready.
I mean,
for this. This hit me like a fucking flashbang when I saw it, and I'm hoping this doesn't violate TOS somehow. Are you ready? Alright. Sothis and Rhea, butt-ass naked with nothing else to help them except their sheer skill in clapping their cheeks. Who wins the twerk-off?
I mean, that is a sentence that sounds like someone would write it. I don't know why they'd write it, but yeah, an AI definitely wouldn't have been able to understand the ability to write that. I'm choosing not to think about it, but you know.
Alright, anyways. Yes, but well, that's different. The setting, the atmosphere. There's no time to think about it or worry about it. I just do it. It amazes me that someone so shy could be such an amazing performer. Your dances really are quite wonderful. I don't know how you can't see it. Lord Basilio told me much the same thing, albeit with different words. Something about charming the butt off a butterfly, I think. Really? That sounds like Basilio, all right. You and he go back a long way, right? How did you first meet?
Yes.
I owe him my honor and my freedom. Once, when I was with the traveling theater troupe, I caught the eye of a corrupt noble. Would have stolen me and forced me into marriage if not for Khan Basilio. And here I thought Basilio might likely to carry you off himself. No, you have Basilio all wrong. He's not like that. Not really. I think he's gay, you see.
Well, he's not gay at all. He just has a wife.
True, that's true. Yes. Oops.
They're just not allowed to call each other in public after the incident.
Yes. All right. I am going to say, Vincent, to your point, that comes to the fact that Pokemon is the biggest media franchise in the world. Like, if you count all of the, like, every element of it, it is...
Surely Dragon Ball is bigger.
No, it's actually
really?
not. If you're talking about all the merchandise, all of the different media, it is Pokemon. It's still bigger. It's here. Let me.
Really?
I mean, maybe it's changed.
I do want to see some statistics on that thing because I know both Dragon Ball and have obscene worldwide power.
All right, Wikipedia as of it is Pokemon, and then Mickey Mouse and Friends, and then Winnie the Pooh.
Mickey Mouse and okay, that makes sense too.
And then number 4 is Star Wars, then Disney Princesses, then something I have literally never heard of.
Grouping all Disney princesses together is cheating. Come on now, Wikipedia.
And then I literally never heard of this before. A Japanese children's superhero series called Anpanman.
I know
Barbie.
I know of it.
Then
I'm surprised it's that high, but I know of it.
Then Turf. Then transphobic British heiress bitch that I'm not going to say the name of. Then Marvel. Then Hello Kitty.
Interesting.
So
and how is that? I'm curious what metrics it's using. Like I don't doubt. I'm curious how it determines.
For Pokemon, retail sales $103.6 billion estimated annually. Not annually. Since establishment. Then so mobile games $9 billion. Box office films $1.25 billion. Home video.
So it's by
$40 million.
It's by monetary. It's essentially a purely monetary scale.
Okay, this is hilarious. They have 3 million listed for the Pokemon commercial jet franchise.
I mean, yeah, it clearly, yeah.
Yeah, it is not 103 billion annually. That would be I misread that. But anyways, DBZ does sometimes cross. It depends on where you live. If you live in Latin America or Japan,
I was gonna say that's part of why it's so huge.
Yeah. Although, so the funny thing is,
very much can.
The reason why, my understanding based upon speaking with Latin American friends, as well as just a little bit of research, is Dragon Ball Z is so popular there because of lack of access to quality animation studios.
That's how it got big originally.
And it had an extremely high quality Spanish dub, like very high quality Latin American Spanish dub.
That's how it got originally so popular.
Yeah, it was with a lot of good localization. And
then it's just like a snowball. Like once it starts being popular, it's going to continue.
Yeah, but my point is that it was because it uses an alternative to American cartoon television stations, because I think a lot of Mexican and South American studios could not get licenses for that. TV stations, and then the quality of the dub itself was so huge that it had such lasting impact.
Yeah,
and you
that
can see that.
What I know about.
Yeah, but so anyways. For Vincent Simpson's point, the speed of Pokemon fan art, both of the not safe for work variety and otherwise, comes from the two main factors, which are, one is that it is the biggest franchise in the world, so people are invested in it and care about it and are actively excited to see, prepare themselves for it, is one. Sorry, hold on a second. And two, Pokemon tends to be very good about creating build-up/lead-up for their big announcements. They rarely shadow drop anything, and so artists usually can anticipate that something's going to be coming and be like, all right, I want to get something ready. And even if they don't know the characters yet, they can maybe establish a template. Like, this is what I'm going to do if it's a petite female character or a MILF female character or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get yeah.
Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable.
No, no.
I'm not even talking about in a not safe for work. I'm not even talking about a not safe for work context. Just overall.
No, I didn't. I had no problem with that at all. I just don't have anything to comment on it about.
Anyways, he told me a Khan doesn't need such tricks to find himself a partner. Actually, he was much cruder about it, but you get the idea. Really? Let me guess. It was something about. This is okay. Huh.
I mean, what?
I was not expecting to see axe in a Fire Emblem game. We
already saw fuck or something. We're pretty sure this is a very weird...
We have never seen fuck. We've never seen fuck.
Did we? We saw bastard rather than dastard or something. I remember
we also saw crap. We saw crap.
Or maybe that's what it was.
Let me guess. Something about his big brown arse.
Oh,
I guess you do know Basilio pretty well after all. Yes, unfortunate. Hey, look at that. What? Did I say something wrong? I did, didn't I? No, I don't think I'd ever heard you laugh before. At least not in a nervous way.
What?
Oh, jeez. Did I really laugh? Yes, it was actually quite lovely.
Was that all right?
Oh, Crom, you mustn't say that. You're a married man, and so I'm a married woman. We can't be together. Gods, I wish the ground would swallow me up right now.
Forgive me.
Well, sorry if I embarrassed you, but I enjoyed seeing you today. I feel like we're finally really getting to know each other. I look forward to our next conversation, which you will never have because you don't have enough support. Oh, yes, absolutely. Me too. I can't believe Crom and I can actually talk to each other like normal people. Gosh, I was so terrified of him at first. He's actually quite charming once you get to know him. Oh, well, that's cute. Anyways. Alright, we gotta do... Because we spent so much time talking, that's pretty much my fault, I'm sorry. We need to... We're only gonna have one chapter of this in us, and then we gotta stop.
It's fine. I am just entertaining my cat who has returned.
He has returned to be granted audience once more upon his name is Bacchus, the first feline lord. Crom has 0 charm. We saw how he completely fucked himself in a not fun way with Olivia in the earlier conversations.
Yeah, he has negative charm.
He has negative Riz. Can't believe I just said that, I'm sorry.
You should be. What level is Olivia now anyway, speaking of the entire point of this thing?
13, so this should be the last one she needs, hopefully.
Not bad. How about Noe out of curiosity? 10? Oh, also great. Awesome. We're getting there. This is good.
I've already done all I need to do to get ready for bed, so I might be able to do one more after this, depending on how much we get in this one.
Whatever you want, friend. I mean, we'll pair. I imagine that Fume just wants to get all the child units just because, so we'll probably pair Lissa with someone at some point.
Yeah, we are. It's just that it can't. Like, Olivia's not strong enough to grind on her own, and probably won't be even after she promotes. Oh god, she's maxed her skill. And once she promotes, and we don't need to have Crom babysit her anymore, we can probably. I think we were gonna pair her with Lissa with Gregor.
Frederick's already paired.
I said Lissa with Gregor.
Oh, Gregor. Yeah, Gregor is a perfectly fine option.
Oh, Gaius' confection.
I mean, we have Chris's confect, which is already a bit better.
I don't know. She can't kill, but she can kill this one next turn.
Hey, chip XP is good XP.
Okay, do you have Tonebreaker? You do. I can't attack this one. That's unfortunate. You have Tonebreaker as well. But that's okay, because you still have a 77% chance to hit.
Yeah, just simply hit. It's that easy.
Henry is fine. I just want to pair Henry with Tharja because they are a fun couple, and I'm going for Magical Moor.
There is some interesting. There is some interesting stuff in games like Engage and Fates as well, where there's like magical weapons like the Shining Bow or Radiant Bow, which can be very, very good, very interesting in those games when used with magical units. It's very fascinating.
You are probably just killing, but in case you don't, I'm blocking this guy off. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Honli. But yes, Mute. Normally, we do not do as much like any grinding. But because of Awakening mechanics and how they handle their child units, I've decided this is the game I'm allowing myself to grinding because it's already not very difficult. And if I have the chance, kind of per Emmett's argument, which has convinced me to kind of just have fun making bonkers broken units, I kind of want to do the work to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the problem with Awakening is that it wants you to Juggernaut, right? It wants you to do that. So if you're distributing XP evenly, like you just end up in slog chapters and they just take longer. They're not necessarily hard, just long. Whereas if you just Juggernaut with, say, like, Robin Nosferatu paired into Crom and just bungo through the game that way, like, yeah, you can do that pretty easily. So the game's enjoyment to me doesn't feel like it comes out of difficulty. And then there's Lunatic Plus, which is just a BS difficulty. Like, it's not... there's not strategy there so much as there is a single... there's actually more than one. But essentially, again, the strategy for Lunatic Plus is take a Juggernaut unit as quick as you can and get them up and running. I know someone suggested that Vake's Soul was an extremely good Juggernaut, and someone did Mecha tested that and found that like they were pretty good, like they were viable. So there's a ton of units that are very viable. I'm pretty sure we can just promote her whenever.
We can.
So we only need to get to level 15 promoted. Like we don't care.
Olivia's done. Olivia's done. I'm just
Well, she's not done. She has to go through Darkflyer.
I mean, she's done with this class.
Right. But yeah, I mean, basically, Lunatic is just about getting your Juggernaut choice up and as quick as possible. So there's not really, nuance to it. By the way, I'm going to let you know in advance, I'm going to be completely useless when it comes to, like, Fates builds and stuff.
That's not good, because I've heard Fates is quite difficult.
I mean, yeah, but you don't have to. You're not going to be playing on Lunatic. You'll be playing on hard at most. And the Royals are just kind of... like, it's difficult if you really just want to play, like, however you want and use specific units. Whereas if you're like, I just want to beat the game, yeah, you can just kind of use the Royals. Like, just use Ryoma and use Xander.
I do know that Ryoma is broken. Oh my god, the strength level up.
He is, but Xander can be really good, especially with DLC. I did Lodestar Xander, so I him out of Paladin, which is a bit slow. Classed him into Lodestar, which is basically Marth's DLC class, which gets Speed Taker. And that basically fixed all of his issues.
Okay, this might kill her, however. I'm just kidding.
She's more than 25. Yeah, if she hits both, she dies, actually.
What if prom comes in?
Well, that would work.
Okay, well, it worked. Never punish.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it worked. But yeah, no, basically that's all I can tell you is that Lodestar Xander is bonkers. Oh, also, actually, if you can get it quickly, Felicia with the Flame Shuriken, which is the magic weapon, very interesting, very fun, is pretty good. But yeah, I think if you're just playing on hard, as long as you just play well, you don't need to worry too much about builds. You still need to worry about them a little bit, and you need to play well.
The Master Seal?
We can always buy one if we need one. I don't know if we have one, but we do know we can buy.
Oh wait, there were enemies on it, weren't they? Yes. Okay. There were, and I think because we left. It's genuinely weird to see Olivia wearing this much clothing. Alright.
Yay, promotion bonuses!
Maybe she can actually kill some enemies without Kron babysitting her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just had those chapters be difficult. I did have DLC, admittedly, so I could still do grinding even in Conquest. I don't think I did much of it, but I really just do not like Fate, so I probably did at least some grinding just to spare myself the pain and misfortune of dealing with it. Yeah. Fates... I mean, credit where credit's due. Fates really wanted to be creative with a lot of its maps, and I respect the vision. I just don't respect the outcome. Much like... FE5 and basically being like, hey, we want you to basically be miserable because that's we want you to be in the mindset of Leaf's army where you have no resources and you're miserable and everything is going to shit. I'm like, well, you've accomplished that, but it's not really a good feeling to have. Fates is much the same, where it's like, congratulations, you've made some really ridiculous maps. Shame they're not that fun to play. Cool, here's a gimmick. It sucks.
Oh my god, she's been promoted and she can still only use armlets.
Well, it doesn't give you... I don't know if it gives you promo rank in this game. It doesn't look like it does. And I'm actually not surprised by that, because all promos... All weapon ranks start at E when you promote, so I don't think... For some reason, they just clearly removed set class weapon ranks, which is very weird, but whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna start getting Gregor and Alyssa.
Sure. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that after promo, Olivia doesn't need the support. By the way,
I think she can kill some of the weaker, the medium strength ones, and she.
Yeah, but now that she's promoted, she's gonna want to kill stronger ones. Who do we?
Okay, well, let's do a run without Crom and see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could fuck around and find out. It is true.
There is literally zero consequences.
Zero what?
There's literally zero consequences.
I mean, I guess we could technically die. Yeah, Revelations explicitly are bad. Revelations by far are my least favorite. I remember that Birthright is gimmicky, but mostly you just play all the maps straight anyway, because it's kind of supposed to be the easier, one. Conquest, yeah, I mean, I remember some very challenging maps, but Conquest wasn't terribly gimmicky, from what I can remember.
Yeah, she's not doing fine, but she's doing...
Yeah. Better. I mean, her magic stat is almost equivalent, so she can also use, a Fire Tome. They have one less point of res. That might be, important. I really don't know what it is about, infinite durability weapons that I dislike them so much in Fates, but like them in... Actually, you know what? I do know what it is. Never mind.
You just don't like Fates.
Yeah, I really... Well, I like the infinite durability in a lot. And sorry, not Awakening. In Engage, I like the... But I think what it comes down to is...
You cut out so much there.
Sorry. Basically, Fates and Engage both have infinite durability weapons. Like, all your weapons are infinite use. The reason I really dislike the system in Fates, but like it in Engage, comes down, I think, to resource management. Basically, because of how the Forge system in Engage works, there's still a lot of resource management you have to do regarding, like, your weapons and upgrading them and creating new ones. Whereas in Fates, the Forge system is kind of garbage. And I also really don't like how they did the weapons tiering in general. Like, I get what they were going for, I just really don't think it's like... So, like, silver weapons, which you get late in the game, super powerful, they cut your like strength and their strength stat in half after you use them. Like, and S rank weapons are just not worth mentioning. Or S rank weapons have it. Silver impose like a small penalty to like attack and defense or something.
I don't think any of the really hard ones spawned on this map. Any of the 16 ones.
They might not have. Meanwhile, like Ryoma and Xander, who you get much earlier in the game, have 16 might, so stronger than silver weapons, 1 to 2 range swords with 0 drawback. And I get that they're supposed to be relics and like, you know, supposed to be super powerful, but I mean, first of all, 1-2 range on a sword is already better than any sword. And second of all, I prefer making other weapons stronger rather than making weapons handicapped, which is just annoying.
Yes, because that just feels bad.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the design of weapons in Fates. I just really don't like and do not agree with it, especially when weapons like Raijinto and Sieglund or Siegfried exist. Like, I feel like I just feel like it's unnecessary and really doesn't. I really just do not like the way it works. Again, I understand the balancing reasons behind it, and I understand the game mechanics, and I do know that some people really like it. I am just not one of those people. I very much do not like it. And I think that Engage just handles it a lot better. But again, that is my opinion, and I am well aware that a lot of people think differently about Fates than I do.
Very reasonable.
And, I mean, you might really like Fates. You might play it and be like, you know what, Emmett? I know you despise this game. I think it's great. And, you know, I will tell you you're wrong, but you are perfectly entitled to that opinion.
I will be wrong, but we'll see.
But, I mean, yeah, no, you might enjoy it. I do appreciate, though, that even the people who like Fates are irredeemable. I do like...
Are like, what is irredeemable?
The story. Like, no one who I have ever seen defend Fates defended on merits of its writing. They're all like, oh yeah, no, the writing is hot garbage. Like, people agree and disagree about the gameplay, but like, they're like, yeah, no, the writing is atrocious. Also that is a problem with the system that I didn't even touch upon, but that is totally there. Yeah, no, the Forge system is like awful. Because it's just optimal to just forge an iron weapon up to like plus 1,000,000. It's really weird.
Yeah, sounds weird.
That's kind of why I don't like Fates' Forge system too, is because it really is just like, you could use this silver weapon and like, yeah, again, it's supposed to be this powerful delete button with a downside, or you can just forge an iron sword to be as good as a silver sword with 0 drawbacks, which defeats the purpose of the balancing system they put in the game. So, I really think the weapon system is kind of awful. Birthrights is fine. I don't know. I think they're all kind of medium. Like, let's just get it out of the way. Like, literally, Chapter 1... Well, that's kind of... I don't really want to spoil anything for Fume, even if it is only in, like, the first 10 chapters, or first Twist of Fate branch, or whatever, before the Twist of Fate. Basically, I just despise Corrin specifically.
Yeah. We're gonna do this, and then I need to be done. I need to be done.
That's fun.
Hey, Tharja, look at these pretty flowers I found. Aren't they pretty?
What?
Yes, I suppose they are. Aw, Tharja, you're just saying that. You don't think they're pretty at all. Poor little flowers, after they went through all that trouble to bloom and everything. Are you actually talking to them? It's more than a little creepy. This is coming from you, Tharja. You.
Yeah, pot me kettle and all that.
This is why you two are made for each other. If you don't seize it once, I'll cast a hex and turn them into dry sticks.
Really?
Tharja, would you like that better? Would you prefer these poor flowers to be twigs? Their marriage support is starting off with them talking about like tormenting poor plant life. This is exactly what I expected. You make it sound as if I'm being rude to your ridiculous bouquet.
No.
I don't mean to. Just if you wanted a bundle of twigs, I'd be happy to oblige.
What?
Wait, what are you?
Ready?
Presto! There you go.
Yeah.
You were so pleased with those flowers, and you destroyed them just like that. Oh, I don't care. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. I'll murder people to see you smile. He would. Like,
I mean, he'd murder people just in general. The smile is kind of... He doesn't,
Yeah. Where is this going? Another expression I have literally never seen before. This is very confusing.
Her eyes have vanished.
She has... Where is this going?
Mm-hmm.
Tharja, I'm head over heels for you. In fact, I'd rip my heels clean off and put a devious grin on your face. Heck, I'd destroy this whole army if that's what you want. Do you want that? Of course I don't. Do you think I'm completely insane?
Wow.
Nah, I was just using it as an example. Anyways, want to get married? Oh, gods, you do know how to sweep a girl off her feet, don't you? And yet indeed. If you promise to protect Roy, I just might consider it. Okay, don't make it about him. We both fall into some mortal peril. I want you to save Roy first. Is that clear? Or else you're ready to sacrifice me for his sake? If you can bring yourself to promise me that, then yes, I will marry you, and...
Yes, sir.
Is that easy? Is that all? Easy peasy. No problem whatsoever.
What?
Good. I think. This is great. I thought you'd make the conditions really, really onerous. Like, so hard that I think twice about the idea. But you didn't. So anyways, I'm gonna go down to the smith and get a ring made. You know, he may actually truly be crazy.
You're just now realizing that?
You're also saying that yourself? I mean, what kind of proposal was that?
I mean, okay, though, here's the thing. Tharja's not crazy. Tharja's just extremely weird. Like, super weird.
That is very
like, weird and creepy. Henry is actually batshit crazy.
Yes, no, he is actually unstable. Still, it's not like I'm the most normal person around either. Who knows? Perhaps it's the perfect match. Alright, well, you better hope it is. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Have a good night, everybody. Maybe see you tomorrow. It depends. Emmett works late on Fridays.
Yeah, I have, I got a commitment after work for a bit, too, so it'll be pretty late, but, like, I am technically available.
Well, no worries. We weren't able to do it much last weekend, because things kept coming up, which is just...
I had a very busy weekend, but I should be available this week as well.
No
so
worries,
I have
pressure.
zero plans, I think.
Have a good
That's
night.
housework. I have housework to do. Bye-bye!
Yeah.